What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Duke, back here from Sportsgamerz.com, and I'm super excited to bring y'all another Madden 23 video today. Again, we got an absolute banger. I'm going to break down the most important tip in the game right now to win you guys more games. So, we all know in Madden 23 right now, if you played it, the defense is OP. It is out of control. Specifically, the pass rush, guys, is crazy. If you have a good D-line, some edge threats, whatever, you're probably getting a lot of sacks, and there's a lot of blitzes right now that are crazy effective. So I want to talk about pass protection, some tips you can make your pass protection better, how to improve your pocket presence, all that, because pass protection definitely changed a lot in Madden 23. So I don't want to focus too much on talking. Let's just get straight into it, guys. And as I'm doing that, I do want to remind you, if you're enjoying my YouTube content, I'm doing free Madden 23 tips and videos all year long on my channel. Make sure you subscribe. Drop me a like, comment on the video. All that great stuff helps me out a lot as a content creator. So the first thing I want to talk about is the running back. The running back this year, as usual, is absolutely awful in pass protection. If you see somebody come out and, any sort of blitz, most likely the running back is not going to do anything. I've I've had a lot of already pain this year watching my running back simply just ignore, blitzers coming off the edge that, you would think he would block. And it doesn't even have to be a specific setup or anything. Right now, realistically, the running back is just awful at picking up pressure. It just is what it is. And hopefully that's something that gets changed. But look at the running back. He does nothing. So what can we do in order to kind of, get around the running back being so bad? And literally, I didn't even set anything up. This was a stock blitz. Literally, a stock blitz. So if you got stock blitzes screaming like this, imagine what you can actually find if you actually put some lab work in. And I do want to say I did release my first defensive ebook yesterday on Sportsgamerz.com. So if you want some absolute screamers, the best defense in Madden 23, be sure to check us out. But look at this. The running back, he's awful. He doesn't block anything. So one thing that they did change this year is tight ends blocking. For my free YouTube content, I highly recommend checking out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium content for Madden 23. I have offensive and defensive ebooks, schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault to keep you guys ahead of the game. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This is the best Madden membership anywhere on the net, the best content at the best price. You get access to the entire site for only $24.99. This means all of our ebooks, all of our Madden Vault tips, plus you even get access to our meta reports and our exclusive VIP members only community. I also do one-on-one coaching as well for you guys that are interested in that. See you at Sportsgamerz.com. If you're serious about winning more games, I will post a link in the description as well as in the comments. Blocking in certain formations such as gun bunch. So you'll notice in gun bunch that our tight end, if we try to block him, this year it's a hitch. Now the reason for this is he's kind of lined up in a receiver stance, right? So you'll notice in other formations to where he's actually in 2-point stance, such as right here. See, got his hands on his hips. We could actually block him. So that is important to note that certain formations, by default, you cannot block your tight end. Again, tray offset. Here's another one. Hand in the dirt. He's going to be able to block, right? But what if we actually, what if we're in gun bunch, right? What if we actually want our tight end to block? Well, see, you can actually still block your tight end in gun bunch. This is something a lot of people do not realize. There's actually so many different ways to do it. Yesterday in the Madden Vault on Sportsgamerz.com, I broke down a couple, but I'm going to show you one here. So, first off, there's certain plays in the game that you already got your tight end blocking in gun bunch. Now, obviously, we don't really want to have to pick a specific play, but that is good to know. But the best way to do it, in my opinion, is to motion your slot receiver, because another thing about the game this year right now is man coverage is really, really effective. A lot of people are running man coverage. So when you send your, if you actually send your receiver in motion, he's going to have a better chance to beat the man coverage than if you just leave him stationary. So one thing I like to do is put my running back out on a route. So far, I've been experimenting with routes that are good to beat man coverage, and I'm just going to be honest, for the running back, it's been hit or miss, so we're just going to put him on an out route here. But basically, guys, we're going to put our receiver on a slant, and we're going to, the slot receiver, when you motion him across the formation, you'll see, now your tight end goes into that stance to where you can block him. So now we can pick that blitz off the edge up much better, and I actually do have a much better man beater across the middle of the field. Now, it's important to note, guys, that it also depends upon what mode you're playing on. Certain modes are on All Pro, certain modes are on All Madden. Man coverage in the pass rush is really, really good this year in every game mode. However, if you're playing in the mode on All Madden, man coverage in the pass rush is even better. I did go ahead and put this practice on All Madden, and you're going to see that, you know, we were able to, with the motion slant, that's one of the best routes I've found so far, just literally a motion slant to beat man coverage. Now, you will need a good receiver. You can't just do this with a bum against a good corner and expect it to win. But this is very consistent, as well as you guys can see here. The tight end was able to pick up this guy coming off the edge a lot better. So for edge rushes so far, a big tip in pass protection when you're seeing a slot corner come free is actually just block your tight end instead of the running back, because the running back's going to dumb out this year, just like he did last year. The tight end is going to give you a much better chance to pick it up, just as he does here. Another thing to note, guys, is a tight end, he's going to be effective picking up like a slot corner coming off the edge. However, if you expect him to block one-on-one an edge rusher, especially a good dominant player, like say we were trying to have him block over here, say we wanted him to block Bosa, I mean, that's just not going to work. He's going to get pancaked, or he's going to get, Bosa's going to put a move on him and beat him pretty much instantly. But if you just, as he basically did the tackle there, but if you just wanted to block a slot corner, he'll do fine. So let's do that again, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So again, whatever route combo is fine, but basically what happens is when you put this, when you put this receiver in motion, and we're just in motion slant him, notice how that tight end changes. He's now in that stance where we can block him, we just block him, snap the ball in motion. Once again, you can see, the slant is able to win. The only problem here is someone else was able to come free and get pressure on us really quick. That's a nice B-gap blitz. So another thing I want to focus on, other than the tight end blocking, is pocket presence. So last year, a big thing was, the escape artist just drop back and immediately run out of the pocket. Well, you can't do that anymore. And this year, even the four-man pass rush is really, really good, especially on every game mode, but especially on All Madden. And, what you'll see a lot of players do, I think it's just a bad habit from last year, and this makes a huge, huge difference, is when they snap the ball against a four-man rush, they just drift in the pocket, because, they're trying to roll out like last year. And escape artists now being an X factor has not been really a thing right now, but just this fading back in the pocket is what's getting you killed. You guys can see here that when I fade back in the pocket, they're actually getting a lot more shed animations than if I was to step up in the pocket. So you definitely do not want to fade back in the pocket. That's not going to work for you. You're going to get sacked a lot more often. So what you want to do against this four-man pass rush, and really any pass rush in general, but especially a four-man, is step up in the pocket. So what you want to do is you want to get in practice mode, kind of like how I broke down with the skill-based passing yesterday, and you just want to practice going up against a four-man pass rush over and over again on All Madden and just making reads. And when you're going up against the pass rush, as soon as you snap the ball, you want to hit that left stick up. You want to climb the pocket, right? So if you take a look at the replay, you'll notice a big difference in what I did this time compared to what was happening in the last couple plays. The last couple plays, I was just dropping back, and kept going back. Here, yes, I get, you kind of, at the snap, you gotta, get the ball, obviously. But past that, you see, I'm stepping up. And the reason why this is happening is I'm holding the left analog stick up to climb the pocket, and now I'm able to kind of avoid those edge rushers that, can come at you so easily off the edge. And I'm kind of able to slide left and right depending upon the rush. So like here, you'll see that there's more pressure coming from the left. So after I climb the pocket, again, I'm holding up on the left analog stick. I'm actually able to move more effectively horizontally left and right. So here I just climb to the right. I'm able to, I could have taken off there and gotten 5-10 yards scrambling, but also I'm able to pick up just a nice little game making that read. So let's do this again. It's just something you're going to want to practice. So as soon as you hike the ball, you want to hold that left analog stick up, and, that time, I tried to move a little bit too much, and I actually took off, and I got hit, and I fumbled. So don't do that. Simply hold up, and make your reads. Hold up on the left analog stick, and then you can move horizontally within the pocket. If there is a lane to take off, you can do that. But that's the most important thing. See how I'm stepping up? That time, unfortunately, we stepped right into the sack, but that's okay, because another thing about this year's game is, being such a defensive game right now, is you don't want to take sacks, right? And if you do take a sack, you know, it's okay if you lose a yard or two, but when you're getting yourself in 2nd and 20, 3rd and long situations by taking sacks like flying backwards in the pocket, losing 10 yards, 5 to 10, 15 yards at a time, that's what's going to lose you games. So I highly recommend, this sounds simple, but going into practice mode, picking random plays, see here we'll just pick mesh, and just practice on your pocket presence by climbing the pocket and making reads. That's really going to make you a better player this year, and it's going to allow you to pass the ball a lot more effectively against this pass rush. So again, guys, look at how I'm able to step directly up into the pocket, and then I just move around horizontally from there depending upon the pass rush. Here, I just moved slightly to the right to get behind my guard, and then I just made a read. Simple. So just a little overview of pass protection right now in the game. Running backs are still terrible at blocking. You don't want to rely on your running back blocking. Tight ends are going to be a lot better as far as picking up actual edge rushers, like if they're a slot corner, but they can get beat by dominant like D linemen or linebackers. And the most important thing is your pocket presence as far as immediately stepping up in the pocket and not fading back. This is going to definitely allow you guys to win more games. And it's going to be the difference is, you know, as far as being able to put points on the board, because when you think about it, if you're not taking sacks, you're not losing 5, 10, 15 yards at a time, you're going to have a lot better chance of scoring versus your opponent who's still making the same mistakes and getting sacked over and over again. So, hope you guys enjoyed this tip. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out.